the Woodstock Academy. Jerry LaMontagne, first-year head coach of the Woodstock Academy field hockey program, as we mentioned at the top, 2-3 coming in. And Jerry, is always an experience when you first take over a team. So what? And a good afternoon, and welcome to the Bentley Athletic Complex on a very, shall we say, soggy Thursday afternoon.
Moist?
Moist?
Is it moist?
I think it's beyond that,
Beyond
to be
moist.
absolutely honest.
Okay.
It was pouring out here earlier. There's no question to that. And we are ready to go with what we think will be some field hockey, if you will, as the game is going to be bothered by rain, but we are going to get this one in. Woodstock Academy taking on Killingly live here from the Bentley Athletic Complex. Woodstock coming in with a 2-3 record, 0-2 in the Eastern Connecticut Conference. Killingly 2-2, 1-1 in the ECC. And just as we take a look out there, guess what? It's pouring once again.
It is pouring. Yeah, These ladies, Killingly was here at 1:15 because of transportation problems. We had them in the South Campus cafeteria so they could stay dry until it was game time, and then we shuttled them down. So they've been here a while. Our girls were out on the field when I got here 40 minutes ago. So everybody's ready to play.
We hope everybody's ready to play. I know we're ready to play. The officials are here. We had a chance, and we're going to get right to it. We had a chance to talk to Jerry LaMontagne, the head coach or co-head coach of the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, and that's coming up in just a moment.
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie.
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie, still fooling around with magic?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I've got a great new trick I've been working on.
Ernie, not the watch and scarf trick.
It's the watch and scarf trick. Now, let me show you. Mel, give me your watch.
You're not going to make it disappear, are you?
Now, Sylvia, I need to borrow your silk scarf.
Be careful with it, Ernie. It's my mother's.
No problem. Now, I take Mel's watch, wrap it carefully in Sylvia's scarf, and then set fire to the scarf.
Ernie!
And poof! Uh-oh.
Look at my $2,500 watch.
Jeez.
My mother's scarf. That's the watch and scarf trick.
Let me show you how it's done.
Show me. Who's your insurance agent?
There's no trick to finding good insurance coverage. Just call Girardi Insurance Services for homeowners and automobile coverage that really covers. Our experience in designing comprehensive protection programs can be tremendously helpful in your planning for the future. You never know what's going to happen next, so know you're ready for whatever happens.
When they ask who's your insurance agent,
Say Girardi Insurance Services, your independent agent.
we're the answer.
See them online at GirardiInsurance.com.
Soggy Bentley Athletic Complex here at the Woodstock Academy. Jerry LaMontagne, first-year head coach of the Woodstock Academy field hockey program, as we mentioned at the top, 2-3 coming in. And Jerry, is always an experience when you first take over a team. So what kind of experience has it been for you so far?
It's been that's a good question. I wasn't expecting that. It's been a difficult for me because I'm trying to help the girls with some of this with a sport that I don't understand super well. I hate to use that as a crutch because I am the coach here, and Dante and I are the coaches here and whatnot. But that's been particularly these last 3 games where we've played some well-known and skilled opponents in Wethersfield, Fitch, and Waterford. And you could really see that skill was on display and able to take advantage of things. I was complaining about the Waterford game to Dante after that game on the sideline here. I really wish I had some videotape to break the game down for myself. I can't see the game fast enough in play to necessarily be able to make an adjustment. Midfielders, you're not getting back girls on attack. We need to be looking to. I can't see all that stuff really well. So that's probably the most frustrating part for me. The best part's been the girls. The girls are great. I love coaching the girls. I love working with the girls. So. There's definitely two sides to the coin.
There's always two sides to the coin. It did start out pretty well. You scored 4 goals in a win over Summers Rockville, 6 goals in a win over East Catholic. But like you said, that offense has kind of disappeared in the last 3 games. You've been held scoreless by those other 3 schools, and again, advanced teams compared to the previous 2. So that's something you're going to have to work on. And you knew coming in offensively you may have to.
Right, for sure, yes. And that speaks to my own my lack of knowledge, knowing what kind of plays to set up. We tried to break things down a little bit more for skills-based things this after the Waterford game. Honestly, another thing that makes it difficult for me with something that I'm just not used to coming from a football and track background is you have a week to work on things in those sports. Here, I get a day or two, and that's it to work on things, and you can't necessarily work the girls too hard on a Monday or a Wednesday, because there's a game the next day. So the good thing is I think the girls have played themselves. We did some hard early conditioning, and with the games that we've done, I think the girls are in good condition. We just need to be able to get some momentum going with the offense early on.
And when you say the offense, if there's any, I was here watching the game against Waterford a little bit. Do you need to get more cohesion in the offense? It seems like now it's just let's move the ball forward as opposed to let's move the ball forward to someone.
Yes, definitely. Girls are, to my eye right now, it is a balance, but girls are trying to 1v1 the defense when they might have somebody open to their left or their right, depending on where they are in the field. So we really want them to start seeing the field better, so that they don't have to work so hard to get down the field. Some of the, like I said, when you're going against defenders from Fitch and certainly Weathersfield, those girls, you could see the skill in what they were doing, and you just have to work. You have to work twice as hard for not even half as much probably at that point.
Yeah, no question about that. Well, the nice thing about it is you're playing a game today that you really don't have to pump up too much. Because Killingly's a local rival.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they were excited Monday for this game. So we had a nice loose practice yesterday, even with the loss to Waterford. Nice loose practice yesterday. The girls are excited to have Killingly here to play.
In the rain.
In the rain. I texted.
It's wet out there.
I texted the group earlier because I figured I was going to start getting the questions, and I said, unless there's a thunderstorm or some kind of ridiculous weather event, we're going to have the game. So be ready to roll in the rain. So, they liked they replied they liked it, and I think they're warming. They're out there warming up and getting it ready. I think they'll be fine.
You got a little taste of it agast Waterford anyway.
Yeah,
it did rain.
It did rain for a few minutes there. Yep, for sure.
It did rain, no question. Jerry, best of luck today against Killingly. We'll have the opening tip, if you will, the opening draw when we return to Woodstock Academy, the Bentley Athletic Complex. Killingly taking on the Centaurs.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquet's, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18-cubic-foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18-cubic-foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquet's, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at busquetsappliance.com. Pay more, what for?
And welcome back to the Bentley Athletic Complex. Woodstock Academy taking on Killingly. The rain has slowly started to subside a little bit. Greg Smith even spied some blue sky above, which is, I'll tell you, this morning, I thought we were going to have a tornado or something. It was dark around 8:30.
Well,
it was lightning.
We had to keep our kids in class for safety reasons beyond the end of the first block. Just to make sure that they weren't outside and in harm's way. So we kept them in class an extra 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah, it was awful this morning, no question about it. The nice thing is turf does drain. There aren't many puddles that we can see out there, so I think this game will be just fine. Interesting comment made by Jerry LaMontagne, and something tells me that, Greg Smith, you can talk on this a little bit because you've coached everything, including, from what I understand, Jacks and Tiddlywinks here at Woodstock Academy. I don't know if you knew everything going into
absolutely.
To every sport that you coached.
No, coaching tennis, the first match that I coached in the tennis team, I'm shouting encouragement, and the other coach comes over to me and says, "You can't do that." I said, "What?
You're not supposed to talk.
You can't shout things." Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't coach while they're playing.
Do you know who I am?
But you can see, I think, where Jerry LaMontagne and Dante Adams are coming from right now.
Well, this is a very complex sport.
It is.
With complex rules that our viewers will see. Sometimes we see a whistle blow, and I'm not sure why the whistle is blowing occasionally.
Okay, well, you can figure it out. Sometimes they'll touch the foot. Okay, the ball was kicked. Or they'll touch a hand, and it goes, okay, a handball. In that respect, you're not supposed to touch it with
the backside of the stick.
But the stick, and only one side of the stick. So, there are some calls that are pretty, when you look at it, you can't see it very well. All you know is it's going the other way. So I usually use the term infraction. And there are a ton of whistles. There's no question about that. And there's actually a little bit of sun peering in.
Yeah.
Yes, the other day against Waterford, there was a double rainbow prior to the game for field hockey. So who knows? Maybe they'll have another pot of gold out on a rainbow somewhere.
And if you're one of the ladies out there on the field and your parents are sitting here watching, you owe them something nice.
Absolutely. Here's the starting lineup for you. Ava Basic is the goalkeeper in the back for the Centaurs. Allie Bunning, Ainsley Morse, Carolyn Harris are your defenders. Your mid is Abby Converse, Grace Picorni, and Ella Musamichi. Michaela Bissett, the low middle, the low forward, if you will, low center. High center is Sophia Petrella. Maggie Marshall, Chloe Nason are your other forwards on the right and left wing, respectively. It will be Woodstock Academy ball first as they toss it back. Bissett couldn't hold on to it, but it comes back up forward to number 31, Maggie Marshall. Had it taken away by Killingly. Back forward there by Bissett. Back into the Killingly D. We'll give you that Killingly D now. It goes like this. Jillian Beach is the goalie. Carly DiMartino, Kendra St. Marie, and Selena Thongsavan are your defenders. Hannah Donovan, Mila Gutierrez, Talia Nuri. Talia. It looked like an E that I put down.
That's your handwriting.
That is my handwriting. It's not good. Talia Nuri, Lila Boudreau. Those are your midfielders. Your forwards, Lila Dunn, Shannon Breen, and Alexis Rainey. 2 and 2 for Killingly. 2 and for Woodstock Academy, 2 and 3. We have to tell that person he's got to move with the umbrella because I can't see around the corner here. That doesn't work too well for us. Right down in front of us is Woodstock Academy with the ball. Killingly drops it away, picks it up, and goes the other way with number 21 moving forward. That would be Gutierrez with the ball, taken away by Woodstock Academy. As back come the Centaurs. And up forward is Sophia Petrella. Petrella trying to get it forward. Nice little handle there on the stick by Thongsavan for Killingly as the ball moves forward. And knocked away by Woodstock back into the middle, back around midfield. There's one of your whistles. No real call, just going that way.
Yep.
So that's what happens. Ella Musamichi.
If you're watching, you can see some spots where the ball will splash or you'll see some footprints bringing up some water. but overall the field is in very good shape.
Not bad at all. Still a little bit of rain, a little bit of sun now, too, coming through. So who knows? Maybe we'll be good for the rest of the day. One can only wish. That ball was taken away from Boudreaux by Woodstock. Back into the middle, right around the 40 or so. The Academy, Grace Picorni was fighting for that one, along with Chloe Nason. That ball taken away by Killingly, bumped forward. Back come the Centaurs. The defense stepping up a little bit there, working their way through. Carolyn Harris, the ball taken away from Harris. Picorni tried to get in, and another call. This one, again, against Killingly.
You know, both teams trying to feel each other out, see what's there. These girls know each other. They've gone to camps. They've been playing against each other for a long time. So it's not going to take long in this situation to figure out what each side's trying to do.
Ainsley Morris sent that one back to midfield. By the way, we should mention that it is 2 15-minute quarters. The nice thing about it is, as Greg and I will both tell you, the clock does not stop.
Only on goals.
Only on goals. That's the only time. And, of course, if there were an injury timeout or something to that effect. Ball back around midfield where it has been for most of the early part of this game. As it gets sent to this near side. Probably the first time we've ever seen it come over here as Lila Dunn tries to track it down. Actually, it was number 18 for Killingly, Talia Nuri, who tried to track it down. Couldn't get it to it in time. It'll go out. It'll be Woodstock Academy ball right down below us. Abby Converse. Well, maybe it won't be. It'll be Ainsley Morse, one of the seniors. Not a lot of seniors on this team. Hard hit for Morse. Back to midfield and into Killingly territory. It was kind of tipped out there by Chloe Nason. And tracking it down, Thong Savan, and that will go out. It'll be Woodstock Academy a ball on the far side. Musamichi will go after it. First of 2 broadcasts this week. We kind of took it easy early in the week, but we're not going to at the end of the week. We also will be here on Saturday. Woodstock Academy football team taking on Wyndham. Live right around 11:50, noontime start on Saturday here at the Bentley Athletic Complex. Killingly bringing the ball forward. That one is picked up by Killingly. That'll be Gutierrez right in the middle of the field. Shifts it to this near side. Trying to track it down was Alexis Rainey and could not do so before Woodstock is able to turn around and go the other way. But it rolls out off the stick of Woodstock Academy's Maggie Marshall. And down below us will be Nuri to put it back in play for Killingly. Nuri shovels it down this near side. Picked up there by the Centaurs and sent the other way by the Centaurs. Carolyn Harris was sending it along that way.
Well, both teams show their tells. Killingly appears to be very right-handed, wanting to go to the right, where Woodstock is forcing the ball up the middle.
And that's what we talked about with Jerry LaMontagne, about cohesion in offense and, you know, trying to push it maybe a little bit too much by themselves.
Right.
And they try to have to work a little bit more together. I think that's something that a young team is going to have to work on a little bit with a new coaching staff, too.
Right.
That ball is pushed forward by Killingly.
Building the team is the hardest thing for a coach, any coach, but especially a new coach.
Rainey sent it towards basic, but it will go out before it got there. And it would be Woodstock Academy will be sending it out. We once again will tell you that our camera just loves to shut down for like 20 or 30 seconds or so. So we'll give you radio play-by-play until indeed that camera comes back up. We're still working on that issue. Going to do some more work on it tonight, to be honest. Carolyn Harris goes over to Ainsley Morse. Morse back into the middle. Gets it over to Maggie Marshall, pops it up in the air at the 50, and Petrella tried to come in and take it. It'll be a call going against Killingly. I don't know why they whistle that, because you have an advantage, but they do. Back into the middle is where they work it. Chloe Nason, that ball is taken away. Killingly gets it back briefly, and now will get it back, as working her way down there as well was number 21 for the Centaurs, and that would be Kaylin Tremblay, who's into the game for Woodstock Academy. That one's down that far side, rocketing its way towards the Woodstock Academy goal and being chased down by the Centaurs. Allison Bunning over on that far side will get a chance to put it in.
And that went out long before Allison Bunning was able to stop it. She's looking for the referee on where to put it down.
As the ball is right down in front. Being picked up there by Harris. Harris shovels it along the ground. Harris delivers to Maggie Marshall. Marshall along this near side. Marshall Turns on it. Marshall brings it back into the middle, knocked away by Killingly, where it is picked up there by Gutierrez. Tried to get it a little bit ahead to Nuri. Ball is picked up by Woodstock Academy. Gutierrez on it again. Gutierrez, that ball taken away by Converse, but Corney tries to get involved. Gutierrez in the middle. Gutierrez has a shot at basic. Kick save by the Woodstock Academy goalie. First shot of the game, first save of the game. Comes off the stick of Gutierrez for Killingly. Ball is popped straight up in the air, taken back down. Abby Converse had a stick on that. Back come the Centaurs. Here comes Michaela Bissett.
Numbers if they push.
And they work it right down in front of us. As that ball is by Maggie Marshall, taken away by Killingly once again. Working down there was DiMartino. DiMartino has it taken away by Petrella. Petrella tried to get it forward to a teammate that time, and now it comes loose. Nason tried to get a stick on it. Working her way through is Tremblay again. Tremblay sends it back into the middle. Petrella, a little bit ahead of Petrella, however, sent to the sideline. It'll be an insert for Woodstock Academy from the sideline.
Look at you, insert.
Yeah,
well done.
Why not? We can use that terminology.
You bet you can.
You can use insert from where in the corner, obviously, but you can also use it on the sideline. Killingly moves it forward. Right around midfield comes Killingly.
And they're on a break.
They are. They have some numbers working their way down, but Rainey had that one kind of intercepted as Carolyn Harris will go the other way for the Centaurs back to midfield. Woodstock Academy in the white uniforms, navy blue pants, a little gold trim to it there. Killingly in the maroon, Killingly maroon, I guess it's called, and white.
No, that's a terrible color combination.
Especially for a former coach here.
Yeah.
You might get used to those colors. This would be an insert by Morse. Off the stick of Gutierrez, back to midfield. Gutierrez gets it back. Gutierrez brings it back the other way, tossed a little bit past her teammate Boudreau, who she was trying to get it to. Picked up by Rainey. Rainey's got a possibility, gets it back again. Rainey kind of tosses it forward. Morse tips it the other way, back to Gutierrez. That might have been too high.
Played with a high stick.
Yeah, that's what they're going to get it for, so it'll be Killingly ball. And it'll be right at about the, where are they going to put this one down? About the 20? Yeah, about the 22. Gutierrez going to run it in by herself, sends it towards Basic. Another kick save by Ava Basic. Second kick save off a Gutierrez shot by the Woodstock Academy keeper. Right down below us. Boudreau sends it back in, sent back out onto the stick of Boudreau again. This is Gutierrez. She's dangerous and fires this one too far to the left side.
Well, Killingly has done all the offense. They've possessed the ball. Their ball control is much better than Woodstock so far in this game. All the momentum is to the girls in maroon.
So it will be Woodstock who is going to send it downfield with Morse. Ball will roll to Erica Ponciano, the head coach of Killingly. And she'll just give it back to her team. Here's Thong Savan over on that other side. Sends it back into the middle. Right around midfield is where the ball is, and it'll be off of Cadence Foster. Either her leg or her foot or something. Killingly will get it back. Sending it forward was Nuri. Nuri looking for and finding, and that one goes by Basic into the goal. It was tipped in
the
by
corner.
the person who's being congratulated right now. I think it was two who sent it in. I'm just trying to pick up the number on the goal. I think, I know who I'm looking for. I think it's number 2, but don't quote me. That would be
The numbers
Rainey.
on the front are very hard to see.
Nope, it's not 2. Is that 11? 11.
11.
Number 11,
Yes, it is.
Lila Dunn gets the goal at the 4:38 mark. I think it was sent in from 2, but she was sitting right on that left post and just deflected it in.
Johnny on the spot.
Well, that's what you want, isn't it? Someone
Absolutely.
it's almost like hockey in that case.
Clean up in aisle 1.
Yeah, you want someone on the post, and
Yep.
she was on the post. So a 1-0 lead for Killingly at the 4:38 mark here of this first quarter. And it will be Harris to insert deep from the Woodstock Academy territory. Down this near sideline. In front of Maggie Marshall was Gutierrez. Gutierrez tried to shovel it up ahead. That was Nuri who was on it. Taken away by the Centaurs, but knocked away again by Woodrow. Back up on top, knocked back and around. This is dangerous territory with that ball just kind of loose. They're still keeping it in was Budrow for Killingly. Tried to shovel it forward, trying to be picked up there by Killingly. It is picked up by Killingly. Rainey got a stick on it, and it will be going out, I think, the other way. Or is it a corner? It is a corner for Killingly. That's the first corner we're going to get today. And inserting will be number 18, Nuri. Watch for number 21 if you were asking me, because she's the one who's been kind of the key to this offense.
And she's got a blast of a shot.
She does. Nuri on the insert. First corner. Sends it right to Gutierrez. Gutierrez, there's that shot that we were talking about. I think it went wide over to the right side of basic.
And that's why your daughter's wearing mouth guards in this sport.
Yes.
That ball was moving.
And it's a hard ball, too.
Yes, it is.
It's not soft when you get hit by it. So that'll be the fifth shot for Killingly. To the right side of basic. And Killingly back at midfield, but first one on it was Maggie Marshall. Chipped it forward. Kendra St. Marie on it briefly. Taken away by Petrella. Moving in on it is DiMartino, trying to find some ways to get it out of there. Marshall tried to get it. Misamichi, actually Converse reached into Petrella. Taken away by Killingly. They'll just take the safe way out and send it to the sideline. 2:12 left to go here in the first quarter.
Woodstock appears to need a prolonged possession. They're not able to carry the ball deep into Killingly territory at this point.
So a deep insert for Woodstock Academy. Converse sends this one back around the 30. Picked up there by Marshall. Marshall up ahead to Nason. Nason being bothered and the ball taken away by Donovan. Nason and Donovan continue their struggle briefly. Donovan got a stick on it. Converse got a stick on it. Nuri comes out of there with it. Back around midfield. Picked up there, knocked away from number 14, Shannon Breen, right down in front of us. Nuri will get a restart right below us. This is Converse. Ball is taken away by Killingly again, sent the other way. Gutierrez just sent it into the middle. Ball eluded a lot of people before Morse could finally get a stick on it. Hannah Donovan goes after it, falls down. There's
Goes
one of
down
your wet
hard,
spots. Yep. Those wet spots may tend to do that. Ball around midfield taken away by Thong Savant. Back the other way we go. Donovan on it. Up ahead to Rainey. Rainey working downfield. Morse trying to get in. That ball goes to the right side of Basac again. That's the sixth shot. Just a little wide for Killingly.
50 seconds to go in this first quarter.
That's the nice thing about these quarters. They go by pretty quick, and it's only a 7-minute halftime. We have a little bit different on that on Saturday, unfortunately. Boudreaux from the 25. Boudreaux sends it ahead to Gutierrez, turns it back, fires, and a goal to the back of the net. Bounced right up and over Basic. I think they gave him the goal, I would assume. Or did they? Or did they just say corner?
I haven't seen anything yet.
I think they're still working.
Normally when you hear a goal in a field
they
hockey,
usually,
right, and you can hear it.
So it was not a goal. They're going to say it may have been either out of the shooting area or something to that effect. The goal is disallowed. Good for Woodstock Academy, not so good for Killingly as we come to the end of the first quarter. Well, I thought we were going to say it was one more than it is, but we're not. Thankfully for Woodstock Academy, they trail Killingly by only 1-0 as we move to the second.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all. Ask the O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, about the exclusive Confident Retirement approach. It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future as well as your wants and needs of today. With the Confident Retirement approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor, the O'Brien Group will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you. It's what financial balance is all about. So call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. My office is conveniently located above the Shopper's Guide in downtown Putnam, Connecticut at 66 Main Street.
The confident retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
And welcome back to Woodstock Academy, the Bentley Athletic Complex, on this Thursday, homecoming week, Spirit Week, here at Woodstock Academy. It was Throwback Day today.
Yep.
Now, Greg is a throwback, so anything he wears would be throwback, right?
There is no question about that.
You could just have dug in your closet and found something from, I don't know, 30 years ago?
Yes, sir. It's still in there.
I know. That's the tough part of it all.
It's a lot bigger than I am now, but it's still in there.
It's still in there. But it was Throwback Day today. I think it's Blue and Gold Day tomorrow. Homecoming, of course, when is the dance?
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
And make sure you bring your ibuprofen tomorrow because it's pep rally day.
Oh, yes, it is pep rally day, isn't it? So, indeed.
It'll be loud in the Woodstock Academy Fieldhouse tomorrow at about 1:15.
Absolutely. Pep rally day tomorrow. Of course, hockey, soccer, not hockey. We're at field hockey. I was something else I was thinking about. But soccer for the girls is over at 10:30 a.m. They have a game on Saturday here at the Bentley Athletic Complex. Football at noon tomorrow. The Woodstock Academy boys soccer team plays at 4:15 in the afternoon. So kind of a weekend-long thing, 2 or 3 days of continuous events here at the Bentley Athletic Complex. 1-0 the lead for Killingly. Rainey with the ball, moving it downfield, taken away nicely by Woodstock Academy. Back come the Centaurs, and with it, Emma Manis, who had the ball, and that ball is taken away from her. Actually, it's Carolyn Harris. That ball is taken away from her, picked up there by number 21, that would be Mila Gutierrez. How could I forget, right?
Absolutely. That blast she had, I thought it was in.
I did too. No question about it. This ball is by Morse, picked up, and nice grab there by Gutierrez. Fires, and that was wide.
Yeah, I didn't miss that by much.
Not by a lot. 7 shots now for Killingly. Woodstock Academy still looking for its first. The offense has been kind of struggling the past couple of games, as you heard in the pregame. 3 games in a row without a goal, and that sometimes you have to work on that a little bit. You just need to break through to get some confidence back, don't you?
Absolutely. As that ball goes out right in front of us, and Piper Sabrowski has it.
Yep. Gives it over to Abby Converse. Ready to go the other way. Nuri looking at her. That ball was taken away by Rainey briefly. Picorni on it. Picorni's got some really nice stick skills. She is a hockey player. That's kind of what I was thinking about. She is an ice hockey player as well as a field hockey player. And I did talk to her about that, and she says it kind of gives you, it kind of helps your vision, knowing where to look on on the ice for hockey as well as on the field for field hockey. That ball will be inserted deep in Woodstock Academy territory by Killingly. Nuri going tracking the ball down first, and she'll be the one who's going to insert it from there. Nuri just around the goal line if you're considering it for football. Oh, maybe not. They're going to move it up a little bit. They're going to say, nope. 20-yard line or so. 25 is where they're going to have Gutierrez bring it in from. Gutierrez goes around the D, works her way around. Nice little dribble here. A couple nice dribbles across, then knocked into the middle. Gutierrez had it knocked away, sent back in by Nuri. Picked up there. Woodstock trying to get out. It's going to hit, I think, Ainsley Morris. Yeah, it might be. Is that a corner or is that a penalty? Nope. They're going to say it didn't. It actually hit Killingly because it's going to be going out. Okay. Another good break.
Yes,
I thought it might have hit Morse, but it didn't. Hard to tell from here if someone else got it first.
And now Morse will be playing it out for Woodstock Academy.
Morse looking to see exactly where she wants to go, so she'll fire it right down the middle, right by Petrella, all the way down the field. It might roll out, and it'll be an insert for Killingly from the back. No one touched it along this route, that's for sure.
And you can tell this turf is a little wet.
Yeah. A little bit of tailing going down. That ball is right back to mid, picked up there by Donovan. And it'll go against Woodstock, so Killingly retains possession. Donovan does exactly what Morse does, fires it back the other way. Harris on the ball. Picorni trying to get it, sends it through 2 defenders. Upfield they go for Woodstock Academy. Picked up there by Chloe Nason over on that far side. Nason has it taken away by Killingly. We're going the other way. That looks like Gutierrez just by the way she's carrying the ball. Back around the 35, inside the 35 to the 30, taken away from Gutierrez, but it's picked up there by Nuri. Nuri trying to get some help and trying to send it back over to Gutierrez. Morse is able to send it out. Picked up again by Nuri. Fought for Harris, trying to kind of put her stick down and trap that ball. Coming over to lend a little helping hand is Sabrowski. But back with it is Nuri. Talia Nuri. Back around midfield. Sabrowski on the possession.
That hit a few feet.
Yeah, you take your choice as to which one. Ball right around the 50 for Abby Converse. Over to Sophia Petrella. This is, we've done a couple of games here at Bentley Athletic Complex so far this season, and both of them have been inside. Maybe on Saturday we'll be able to go finally outside like we normally do and be able to see the whole field. It's kind of nice when you can do that.
Well, the weather is supposed to turn sharply colder tomorrow and Saturday, so
wonderful.
Dress warm.
Harris. But it's only supposed to be 50s and 60s as opposed to 40s and 50s,
right,
which we've done in the past. This is Boudreaux. Up ahead to Donovan.
But at Thanksgiving, we'll be in a nice warm press box.
I sure hope so. In fact, they're going to go to Nichols College next week and take a look at that a little bit. See what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. Picorni with the ball. Back into the middle. That ball is taken away from the Centaurs. Michaela Bissett had a stick on it. Back down to Harris. Harris kind of watched it go by her and was leaving it behind and is picked up there by the Centaurs. Kaylin Tremblay. Actually, number 13, I should say. Allison Bunning was on that one. This is Converse. Bothered by Nuri. The two of them battling it out. Nuri's going to win that battle. Back into the middle, but this is Bissett. Taken away by Gutierrez. She's got some nice stick skills, doesn't she?
She does. She is everywhere.
Ahead it goes as the Centaurs' Maggie Marshall tried to get it to Petrella. Ball will be taken away by the Killingly D and sent to the sideline. Wise choice, I think.
Well, you have to string together 5 passes to get from one end to the other. 5 passes will get you from one end to a shooting position, and Woodstock just hasn't been able to do that yet.
Couple here and there, but no stringing. Into the middle, taken away by Killingly. Back to this near side. It'll be a reinsert for Woodstock Academy right down below us. Gina Sorensen is in the game for Killingly now. She's number 23. Harris will do the insert, and Sorensen will be looking at her. Harris over the top of Sorensen's stick, picked up there by Killingly, and downfield it goes. Ainsley Morse comes up to meet it. Back over to Harris. Harris couldn't quite get to that one, gets that one. And that one will roll out, and it'll be an insert for Killingly on their own end. I'd like to thank our sponsors here today. Busquets Appliances and TV, and Danielson and Willimantic, of course. Great guys there. And yeah, be sure to pick up the new book written by Greg Smith, The Mouse Ate My Refrigerator. No, I'm serious.
It's true.
And it's true.
And it's true. A mouse ate my stove.
Oh, your stove. That's right.
Stove.
The Mouse Ate My Stove.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. I knew it was one of those. I just changed the title of your book, that's all. The Mouse Ate My Stove by Greg Smith. With the ball is Carly DiMartino.
We all live in the sticks. We
yes,
all live
we
in the country, and we know about mice.
And mice get into the house. There's no question about that.
And they made themselves at home.
Right near the stove.
Yep.
They like stoves, I can tell you. We have to put those sticky traps underneath there. This is Gutierrez with the ball. Taken away by Woodstock Academy. Back coming out towards the 20. Maggie Marshall's going to get a stick on it there. Also like to thank Girardi Insurance Associates and the O'Brien Financial Group, as well as Oconcha Bar Productions, for all of their help in us bringing you these games this season and all season long. We're even working on getting baseball and softball going this year. So I think it's going to happen. We sure hope so. This is Gutierrez with the ball. Oh, yeah, just around 1, around 2. That one hit her foot. No one said anything. Ball is picked up by Morse, sent back out, picked up by Nuri, back into the middle, where it is picked up by Killingly. Ball is Musamichi's fighting for that one. Ball is still loose, picked up there by the Centaurs. Bassett can't hold on to it. Maggie Marshall comes over to try to help. Nuri on her, knocked away by Converse to this near side. Converse trying to track it down, sends it upfield. Will it roll out? It will. So it'll be an insert for Killingly.
6:20 left in this first half.
1-0 in favor of Killingly right now. Nice, even game, if you will. Gutierrez, well, an even game in some respects.
Right.
On the scoreboard, not so much when it comes to shots. Woodstock Academy still looking for its first right now. Right down in front is Killingly. Musamichi got it out of there for Woodstock Academy. Back over to that far side. Again, we apologize for that little camera refresh, but I do believe you can still hear us throughout, so you know we're still here, and the camera does come back after about 20 or 30 seconds. Ball right down in the middle. Maggie Marshall trying to get it for Woodstock and does. Up ahead to Sophia Petrella. Petrella bringing it downfield for the Centaurs. Petrella has 2 goals, 2 assists.
Nice move by Petrella, a little spin move.
That one, but the ball's taken away by St. Marie briefly. Now Thongsavan gets in on the picture. Petrella's going to get a chance, however, to move it downfield. Petrella moves it towards the middle, sends it in. That'll be a kick save by Beach, the Killingly goalie. The first time we've had to mention her name today outside of the starting lineup because of the fact Woodstock just hasn't had it down there.
No.
So Petrella gets the first shot of the game for Woodstock Academy.
And made a succession of moves to get it down there.
Yep.
Petrella looked really nice with her stick handling.
Doing a little imitation of Gutierrez on the other side.
Insert from the 25-yard line for Woodstock.
Chloe Nason on the ball. Taken away by Killingly, and they're going to get it free and send it back to midfield. Rainey is up there by herself. Got it right around Harris, but Morse is there to clean it up. Back around the 50. Sorensen's going to watch that one roll out. It'll be an insert for Killingly. Nuri coming over to perform the duties.
And there might be more blue sky than non-blue sky out there right now.
That's kind of nice. I wouldn't mind being out there, but we're not going to move the whole broadcast scenario because it would take us a while. Nuri sent it back into the middle, but the call went against Killingly, so it'll be a Woodstock ball. As we near the 4-minute mark of this first half. Just a 7-minute halftime. That's also kind of nice. That's generally what is called for. This is Gutierrez. That ball is taken away by Bunning. Back to Gutierrez. This is Marshall to this near side. Marshall bounces it up and over the top of Boudreaux, and it goes by Killingly. Back there chasing it down for Woodstock Academy is Lucaci, but George Lucaci could not hold on. Marshall now picks it up, and then Killingly is able to clear.
Woodstock's had a couple of chances in the last 2 minutes.
Georgia Lucaci going in just could not hold on to the ball. The defense responded for Killingly. Down on the ground went Harris, was knocked over on the play. Killingly's got some numbers against Basic. Only one back there was Bunning, kicked out of there by Ava Basic. Nice job, because guess what? It was basically Bunning and her against 3 or 4 Killingly kids, and she just said, I'm just going to kick it out of here.
Yep.
No shot, no save, just a great heads-up play.
Quick reset. I thought that was a foot, but
guess not. So Bunning sends it out. Actually, Picorni sent it out of there. Tried to get it to Marshall. Guess who's on it? Gutierrez. Converse back into the middle. Back over there. Lucaci trying to chase that down again. Musamichi now moves on it, but it's going to roll out of bounds. 2.5 to play.
Mark, are those shadows out on the
Those
field?
are shadows because there's an orb up in the sky that's emitting this kind of light.
That's amazing.
After this morning, it certainly is. Although it may not heat us up too much over the course of the next couple of days, I guess. I'm glad I mowed the lawn yesterday.
Right.
That ball went flying by Sorensen. Chasing after it, Harris for Woodstock Academy. I wouldn't be shocked to see a rainbow, except there's really no rain out there. The rain would be far off in the distance, I hope.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Yeah, let's. Ball is sent into the middle. Picked up by Gutierrez.
She is everywhere.
She is, isn't she? She's at mid. She's in the middle of it. Sends it into the middle there. They try to keep it away from Rainey. They're successful in doing so. Harris picks it up. Past Gutierrez. Out to Marshall. Nuri trying to come over to help for Killingly. Nuri got it back briefly. Converse got in the middle of it. This is Marshall taken away by St. Marie. Actually, that's DiMartino, I should say. DiMartino to Donovan. Morse making herself a home in the middle of that field. Lukachi watches that one go by, and St. Marie does pick up this one and sends it into the middle to Thong Savon. This is Musamichi. Now Thong Savon. Musamichi trying to get it out of their half of the field again and does so. Lukachi taken away by St. Marie. That's Thong Savon on the ball. Back into the middle.
Under 1 minute left in this first half.
Donovan can't control. Right down is Bissett in the middle. This is Boudreau on it. Bissett takes it away. Picked up there by Thong Savon. Back out the other side, and this one will roll to the sideline and will be kept in by Nuri. Nice hustle by Nuri. Nuri down below us, taken up by Harris, and it's going to be Woodstock ball. They're going to rule it out. So Woodstock Academy on the insert, deep in its own territory, and that one never came in. So Gutierrez will be able to send it in from about the 30, waiting for a ball with 15 seconds to go. DiMartino, her teammate, threw it by her. It doesn't help because they're not going to get a playoff here in the final 5 seconds. They moved it up about 5 yards. Gutierrez trying to take it in, got hit from behind, and down she went, and that will end the first quarter of play. So it was an interesting first quarter of play, you could say, offensively, dominated by Killingly, but not dominated on the scoreboard, as the Woodstock Academy Centaurs trail Killingly by just 1 goal. 1-0 here at a very sunny Bentley Athletic Complex. Back with more in just a moment.
I have been doing theater and acting since I was 8 years old. I absolutely love it. Coming here was one of the best decisions I've ever made, if not the best. The school has been so supportive. I am so unbelievably grateful. It's amazing to be in an environment where people want you to succeed and want you to do well. My name is Maggie McLaughlin. I'm a junior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information on where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/futurecentaurs.
Woodstock Academy fans, the Centaur Shop is the place to go for all blue and gold apparel. Shop the latest collection of hoodies, tees, sweatpants, shorts, and more on shop.woodstockacademy.org, or visit us in person at the Centaur Shop, located on the south campus of the Woodstock Academy.
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie, still fooling around with magic?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I've got a great new trick I've been working on.
Ernie, not the watch and scarf trick.
It's the watch and scarf trick. Now, let me show you. Mel, give me your watch.
You're not going to make it disappear, are you?
Now, Sylvia, I need to borrow your silk scarf.
Be careful with it, Ernie. It's my mother's.
No problem. Now, I take Mel's watch, wrap it carefully in Sylvia's scarf, and then set fire to the scarf.
Ernie!
And poof! Uh-oh.
Look at my $2,500 watch.
Jeez.
My mother's scarf. That's the watch and scarf trick.
Let me show you how it's done.
Show me. Who's your insurance agent?
There's no trick to finding good insurance coverage. Just call Girardi Insurance Services for homeowners and automobile coverage that really covers. Our experience in designing comprehensive protection programs can be tremendously helpful in your planning for the future. You never know what's going to happen next, so know you're ready for whatever happens.
When they ask who's your insurance agent,
say Girardi Insurance Services, your independent agent.
We're the answer.
See them online at GirardiInsurance.com.
And welcome back to the Bentley Athletic Complex. 1-0 in favor of Killingly. The only goal coming off a person on the post. And that was Lila Dunn, who was sitting there on the post. 4:38 left in the first quarter. I do believe it came off the stick of Alexis Rainey. Could have been Gutierrez, but I think it was Rainey on the assist and got it over to Dunn on the corner, and Dunn got the goal. And it's the only goal of the game.
Well, Gutierrez has been just doing such a great job at finding her teammates in open spots. She acquires a lot of attention from the defense, and when they all mass to her, she's finding the open person, and they've had a lot of really nice chances in this first half. If Woodstock Academy goalie was not able to make those kick saves early, this could be a much, much different score.
No question. Ava Bezic has been very, very effective in goal for Woodstock Academy. I have her for 3 saves, or a couple saves anyway. But the thing was, she was under fire a lot. And there was at least one time where it really wasn't a save that she made, but it was a nice heads-up play that she made to avoid having to make a save.
Absolutely.
I guess you could say, because she has been the difference. Killingly has 7 shots on the afternoon so far. Woodstock Academy has but 1. Sophia Petrella shot. A nice dribble by Petrella got it into the area. And then it was just the matter of there was just too many Killingly bodies around in the kick save by Beach.
And Woodstock had a very lackluster beginning to this game, certainly first quarter. But then in the second quarter, their offense started to click, and they got it deep a few times in the Killingly end, and they started to believe in themselves. And I'm sure that's what the coaching staff in Woodstock is talking about right now. We've got to get the ball deep, pucks deep, as it were. So you got to get the ball or the ball in deep to get some chances in this second half.
Well, I just saw one of our sponsors walk by, Ed DeZonia from Girardi Insurance Services. Great to see him here as well. Nice to see him out here. Now, remember, he's out here supporting both teams, which
Absolutely.
is nice to see. So it's good to see some of our sponsors
And
actually
that's the
coming out to
beauty
watch
of our
a game.
sponsors. They sponsor everything.
They do.
When there's any kind of fundraiser that needs, they always get hit up. So I think our listeners, and I hope our listeners, go out and support these organizations that are supporting us.
Absolutely. Girardi Insurance Services, I can tell you firsthand, very good people to work
can
with.
I.
We both can, okay. 1-0 to lead right now for Killingly over Woodstock Academy. We'll be back with some second half action when we return to the Bentley Athletic Complex.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18-cubic-foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18-cubic-foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at busquetsappliance.com. Pay more, what for?
Back with you at the Bentley Athletic Complex. First time this week, not the last. We'll be back here on Saturday. Woodstock Academy, the football team, taking on the Wyndham Whippets at noontime. We'll be broadcasting that game live. Then we'll be back on the air on Monday. Yeah, you got some work to do, Mr. Smith.
Yes, I do.
As Mr. Smith goes to Alumni Fieldhouse, where the Woodstock Academy Centaurs will be taking on East Lyme in a volleyball contest.
The undefeated
Woodstock Academy volleyball team, 6-0 after a hard-fought 3-2 win over Coventry last night.
And I guess the girls really had to overcome a lot of adversity, losing the first set.
Yep.
Winning the next two.
Yes.
Losing the fourth.
And then fighting it out in the fifth.
And
Coventry is a good
win.
volleyball team.
Yeah, they have.
They've always been historically a very good volleyball
and
program.
Coach Batone does what all good coaches do, and they play the best. He goes outside our conference schedule, and he plays the best volleyball teams around.
He's played Greenwich. He's played Newtown, Conard, you name it. Going to find some of the bigger.
And Coventry every year.
Absolutely. Ram is another one that has been on the schedule often. This is Musumeci as we get underway here in the third quarter. A new 15 minutes on the clock, a 1-0 lead for Killingly. Sophia Petrella had the ball for Woodstock Academy, knocked away. That ball goes off the back of Musumeci, and thus far is Killingly's ball. Thong Savon will send it out of there. Picked up there and sent back in by Woodstock Academy. Picorni to Musumeci. Petrella could not control. Bissett tried to get it back to Petrella. A little bit more offense here early on. Picorni was Maggie Marshall who was trying to get that ball inside, but it was picked up by Killingly instead.
Yeah, I like this beginning to the second half. Woodstock's able to keep it in the Killingly end.
Thongzavon trying to knock it out, cannot do so. Picorni sends it in to Petrella. Petrella trying to go inside and knocked away, but picked up there by Bissett. Sent in and knocked aside by DiMartino. It's sent to the sideline by Killingly. No shot. That one got into the middle, but DiMartino was able to clear. That offense for Woodstock Academy, Chloe Nason, Sophia Petrella, Michaela Bissett, Maggie Marshall. Across the front, in the middle, Ella Musumeci, Grace Picorni, and Abby Converse. In the back, Carolyn Harris, Ainsley Morse, and Allie Bunning. Ava Basic is your goalkeeper for Woodstock Academy. Killingly in just a moment, and if they can clear here, and they do. The defense for Killingly, Carly DiMartino, Kendra St. Marie, Selena Thongsavan as the ball crosses midfield. Hannah Donovan, Aaliyah Gutierrez, Talia Nuri, and Lila Boudreau are your midfielders. Alexis Rainey, Shannon Breen, Lila Dunn up front. Jillian Beach is the keeper for Killingly.
And while you were going over that lineup, Beach was able to kick the ball out and get relieve pressure. Woodstock had it in deep again.
This ball is down on that far side. Bunning working on that far side. And that ball is sent now into the middle. Picked up there by Killingly. Guess who? Gutierrez. Gutierrez sends it forward, trying to track it down, and it was knocked away from number 14, Shannon Breen, just in time by Woodstock Academy. It will be an infraction against Killingly, and thus a ball going out for Woodstock Academy.
And Harris is able to clear.
And will do so back up to the 30. Maggie Marshall sticks it ahead.
I got some space.
Michaela Bissett working it downfield. Michaela Bissett over the 35. Had it knocked away from her, got it back, able to shovel it over, tried to get it to Maggie Marshall, picked up there by Killingly. DiMartino sends it the other way, back into the middle. Alexis Rainey at midfield. Killingly going away, other way as Rainey gets around Bunning. Rainey still in control of the ball, knocked aside by Bunning now. Rainey got it back, send it into the middle, knocked away, loose still, right down in front. And what are they going to rule? Probably corner because it was a kick. Yep. So it was a kick in the area, so a corner. It's just the second corner today. Both of them had by Killingly so far. So Nuri will do the insert. Look for number 21. Where is she hiding? Over here to the left side. Or right side for Killingly, but our left, so to speak. As they send it in, that is Gutierrez who sends it in, and it'll be just on the side of the net. Bunning got a hand on it. Basic got a foot on it. The ball was kept in there, and it'll go out. Going the other way. So it is a shot for Killingly off the insert.
Now, Gutierrez might have been called a shot, but she was definitely looking at her teammates on the post.
Absolutely. But Bunning was right there, too. She had it come off her stick, but Basic got a foot on it right away. Gutierrez trying to work her way through. I do believe they hit sticks, and it'll go the other way. Another corner?
I believe.
Is it a corner? Yes, it is a corner. My bad. So Killingly with another corner. Nuri. Picked up by Donovan. Sent back into that far post area. Picked up there by Rainey. Sends it in. Knocked down by Basic, and the ball is... I don't think it went in,
No,
did it?
Went out, and
it went out.
Ainsley Morse has it now.
Okay. It kind of got lost down there somewhere. But no goal, and the ball goes off to the side of the net.
I did not think anyone would need sunglasses on this day.
We might now. Nice blue sky, some sun coming in. Down that far side is where the ball is. Nuri had it, and she'll have a reinsert down here for Nuri. Directed by Gutierrez as to exactly where she would like to see the insert come from. And this is Nuri traveling downfield. Gutierrez on it now. Gutierrez turns on it, tries to send it in, and kicked aside by Basic. Kick save for the Woodstock Academy keeper.
As you said, Gutierrez's stick skills are just excellent.
Absolutely. With the ball is Gutierrez once again. Gutierrez bringing it in. Gutierrez set kick save again by Basic.
And a beauty.
She's done some nice things so far
Yes,
for
she has.
Woodstock Academy. This ball's down to the near side. Thong Savon picks it up, sends it along on the ground. It'll go out, be a send-in for Killingly. So a send-in for Killingly. We understand our picture is out briefly. We hope to have it back shortly. Should be up in just a moment. This is Harris. Harris down along that far side, or near side, I should say, sends it into the middle. Picked up there by Gutierrez. Gutierrez into the middle. Gutierrez sends it downfield. Picked up there by Rainey. Ball comes loose and kicked back out, or sent back out. Donovan got a stick on it, keeps it there. Donovan still working it. The ball is sent back out. Picked up there by Killingly, sent back in by Boudreaux. Picked up by the Centaurs, but Boudreaux gets in the way again. Killingly does a nice job of keeping it down there.
Yes, they do.
In the inside near the area. Very controlled attack. Now
Another
a call in
corner.
another corner. That'll be the third corner in this quarter. 4 shots for Killingly. Woodstock looking for their first. They had some early action. No real shots on goal for Woodstock Academy here in this half. This is Boudreaux. Over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez tried to send it in, and I think it got tipped to the outside. And that'll be Woodstock ball, I do believe.
Nope.
Nope, I don't guess not. It will be Killingly ball. Is what they're waving it on. Back around the 25. No, or where were they going to put this one down?
25.
Yep. That's where I thought it would go, and had to wait and they just were going to toss it over there. Gutierrez working from the 25. Gutierrez gets around. Bissett sends it in, and that's a goal for Mila Gutierrez.
I think Gutierrez put that in, but there was a Killingly player on the post. I don't think she touched it.
I don't think so either. I think because Gutierrez got congratulations from her teammates. So I'm thinking Gutierrez, because that just rolled right through and went right to the far post,
Number
inside
11,
the far post.
Number 11 was on the far post, but I think, not 11. The numbers on the front are hard to see.
Might have been
number
11. Yeah.
It was 11.
Done.
It was on the far post, but Gutierrez's initial shot went in.
Yep, I think that one didn't touch anyone myself. Georgia Lucaci now in the middle for Woodstock Academy again. 2-0 in favor of Killingly. That ball taken away by Killingly. Here's Dunn working it downfield. Dunn against Nason, picked up there by Carolyn Harris. Harris taken away by Boudreaux briefly. Gutierrez back in the middle against Lucaci. Lucaci has some size to her that she can work with. Thong Savant back at midfield. This ball sent forward by Harris. Picked up by Musamichi on this near side. Lucaci by Thong Savant. Thong Savant recovers and gets the ball back. Sends it by 3 Woodstock Academy offensive players. Gutierrez, guess what? In the middle of it all. On the defensive side. Chasing it down will be Sorensen. And it goes out. It'll be a Woodstock Academy ball.
With Gutierrez being as skilled as she is, she might move back now with a 2-goal lead. She might move more to the defensive end of the field. But Woodstock's going to the longer this goes, they were shut out in their last 3 games, and they're not scoring in the first half of this game. They're going to start pressing.
And you can almost see that happening. They desperately want a goal no matter how it comes. Musamichi to Lucaci. Lukaci has a little bit of a break here. Lukaci moving in. Lukaci fires, and Beach watches it just go around the corner. Beach kind of got it stuck in between her feet, and it went the other way and around the corner. Should be Woodstock Academy ball, I think, at the 25, if I'm right. It looked like it was off Beach, and it was. So it's a shot by Lukaci. And technically a save by Beach as she kicked it to the side. Sent in to Musamichi. That ball eludes her. Goes all the way to the back line. It'll be Killingly ball. That was close, though. Georgia Lukaci moving in. And Lukaci has the ability to score. She has a goal this season. And she was moving in on the goalie and just could not. Beach was able to just redirect it enough. Morse with the ball on this, back on the defensive end for Woodstock Academy. Picked up in the middle. That's Donovan on it for Killingly. Back into the middle. Still fought for. Donovan picks it up for Killingly. Knocked away. Picked up there. Gutierrez cannot get to it. Now she does. Gutierrez will bring it downfield. Gutierrez back into the middle. Picked up there by Carolyn Harris. Back out on top. Maggie Marshall bringing it down the left side for Woodstock Academy.
Coach Denzel Washington sent his best.
Oh, good.
He just stuck his head in to say hello.
He's here watching the game, too.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people probably didn't think they would be coming down to watch this game at all because of, the weather. But the weather's turned out to be pretty nice here this afternoon. This is Nason.
Chloe Nason is one of the nicest people I have ever met.
And one of the shyest.
Yes, she is very, very quiet individual.
3 goals on the season for Chloe, including the game winner against Summers Rockville. This ball is into the middle. She should take my sports communications class. No, probably not. This is Thongsavan to Musamichi, takes it away. Back in the middle is Nason. Nason sweeps it into the middle, taken away by Killingly.
Converse. She got
DiMartino,
called.
yeah, that was off of Converse. So it will be Killingly ball. Back into midfield area, sent back in by Harris, picked up by Killingly. Forward, this is Sorensen who's going to track this one down. Taken away by Ainsley Morse. Morse trying to get it out of the Woodstock end, bumped forward. Tracking it down is Nuri. We have a number 30 out there who I don't have on my list. Might be Anina DeSabota for Killingly. That's what I'm going to guess at. Killingly with the ball. DiMartino bringing it downfield. Converse stuck a stick in, and they'll go against her. Gutierrez will be able to move it down from about 32 out. 2.5 to play, third quarter, 2-0. Killingly leading against Woodstock Academy. This ball forward, bounces to Donovan. Back into the middle with the backhand, and picked up there by the Centaurs, and they're going to be able to clear. Maggie Marshall looking for Lukaci up ahead. Lukaci trying to backpedal her way through the D. Gutierrez will take it away. Are there like 4 Gutierrezes out there?
No. It's one player who is very good.
She is everywhere. Mila Gutierrez. This ball is at about the 25. Picked back up by Donovan. Sent in. Bunning sends it out. Michaela Bissett. Now Gutierrez taken up on it and might have gotten bumped, but they didn't call. Gutierrez brings it downfield. Brings up the stick. Sends it in. It'll go wide this time.
And Woodstock should be able to clear here.
Well, 6-1 in shots right now here in the third quarter. That makes it 13-2 in shots for Killingly's favor. Kind of is the way the game has gone,
right,
for the most part. There's been glimpses of some offensive potential for Woodstock Academy, just hasn't been realized as of yet.
And that's the hard thing. I mean, defense, no matter what sport you're talking about, defense is always easiest in the early season. Offense is a little harder because it's often more complex. It certainly is in this sport.
Harris trying to work her way back over midfield. Well, they had things going early with the 4 goals against Summers and the 6 against East Catholic. But that confidence quickly was knocked down a little bit by the last 3 games against Fitch and Wethersfield and Waterford. Remember, those are 3 good teams, though, too. Wethersfield was in the class, I'm going to say L, state championship game last year, either L or M. And Fitch and Fitch and Waterford technically are 2 of the 4 best teams in the ECC. Add in East Lyme and Stonington, and you probably have the ECC tournament alignment. Of course, you don't want to count anyone out at this point in time, but
No,
I mean,
we're still very
that's
early in the
generally what happens. Are those 4 teams? Once in a while, a Woodstock Academy or a Killingly or an NFA will slip in. This ball is taken downfield, knocked down, and it will be knocked up in the air. They're going to rule it against Killingly.
Played
So it
with
will
a
be
high
Woodstock
stick.
ball, and just as they do so, that will end the 3rd quarter. We played 3 quarters here at the Bentley Athletic Complex with the score: Killingly 2, Woodstock Academy nothing.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all. Ask the O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach. It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future as well as your wants and needs of today. With the Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor, the O'Brien Group will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you. It's what financial balance is all about. So call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. My office is conveniently located above the Shopper's Guide in downtown Putnam, Connecticut at 66 Main Street.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Two to nothing the score in favor of Killingly. Goals by Lila Dunn and Mila Gutierrez have got it done for Killingly
nice
today.
one.
Yeah, you know. For Killingly as they lead here, and 15 minutes will be up on the clock shortly for the final quarter of play.
Now, when we do games here, we'll do soccer games, boys and girls, prep. Woodstock Academy always occupies the bench as we're looking at it to the left of the scoreboard, not the field hockey team.
Well, I think they've always been on the right side, haven't they? I can't remember if they were last year or not. We got 2 new coaches, Jerry LaMontagne and Dante Adams. Maybe they like the right better than the left.
Maybe.
Lauren Gagnon, of course, and Michaela Jones were here last year, and Lauren was a longtime coach of this program. And for some reason, we're now on the right instead of the left, is what it comes down to. So 2-0 the score in favor of Killingly as the 15 minutes is up on the clock and we're ready to go. Now, of course, after this varsity game gets over with, we will not continue, but the play will continue.
Right.
They'll be playing JV for as long as light allows. Isn't that bad to say? I mean, you
yes,
know,
it is.
I'm just like,
but it's inevitable.
It's inevitable because last night I know I was out mowing the lawn. It was about 6 o'clock, and actually I played golf on Monday. And it was like getting towards 6:30, and it was like, okay,
it's
getting tough to see the ball. I mean, so not a good thing.
You mean your shots weren't right down the middle of the fairway?
Well, no, they were right down the middle of. But I was afraid that they would not be.
Right.
And if you might be able to glance a little bit, and there are a couple of trees, and I actually noticed this on South Campus today of Woodstock Academy, right down past Danhurst is a tree that is turning bright red. And there's a couple that are turning bright red here as well. So
it's
there
inevitable.
Are a few. They're coming.
Well, it gives us something to complain about, so that's always
Why
good.
Why not? We're good at it.
Yep.
We complain well.
The heat, the rain, the cold, we'll complain about it.
Yep. Now we're going to complain about the lack of light, vitamin D. I can go on from there. This ball is at midfield as we get underway in the 4th quarter. Killingly up by 2 goals. Woodstock Academy still looking for that elusive first goal in the last 3.5 games. This is Gutierrez sending it around, turns it around. Picked up there Killingly, tries to keep it in. Abby Converse sends it to that far side. being fought for, comes back out and picked up there by Bissett, but a ball will go against her, and it'll go back over. Actually, it was Harris who picked it up. The one thing I will say is this: they haven't been scoring a lot, but they have been playing hard.
Yes.
I think both teams have been putting a pretty good effort out there on the field.
No quitting this team from Woodstock.
This is Marshall trying to bring the ball up the field, and it'll roll out.
And if Coach Lamontagne and Adams are looking for a positive, that's it.
Mm-hmm. I think he actually said that in the pregame. The effort he cannot complain about.
Right.
And he cannot complain about the attitude. It's one of those things where you have to work on things as you go along. And he admitted, too, he's trying to work on that offensive cohesion, trying to find that next pass. And as you said, 5 passes, make it well. Well, you got to get a few more.
Right.
Right now they just can't seem to find, like this one. Harris brought it down the field, knocked away. We're going back the other way again. It just doesn't seem, you can't keep that momentum going.
They're only one pass away, and that's the frustrating thing. One pass, but that pass is so hard to make.
It's elusive. That was Converse who had the ball taken away by Gutierrez. They really don't, I don't know if, Petrella to a point maybe, but do they have that real big stick handler who can really bring it down the field, such as a Gutierrez that we're seeing today. Stonington usually has several who can do
yes,
that.
Yes, they do.
And so does East Lyme. But I think Woodstock Academy is still looking for that person, that go-to player, if you want to use that oft-used terminology. This ball is rolled along the far side. Killingly battling Converse. Got a stick on it. Now it's call is going to go against Killingly, so it'll be Woodstock ball. Under 13 minutes to play here. Yeah, so it's football on Saturday, volleyball on Monday. 6-0 volleyball team. They play NFA, I think, tomorrow on the road. 4 games in a row on the road for Woodstock Academy. Bunning will watch that one go to the back, and Woodstock will be able to just insert from outside. And then, of course, football next Saturday with East Lyme coming to town. We'll be broadcasting that game as well.
Coach Connor Elliott's alma mater.
Yes. And we're working on bringing you some more girls soccer, boys soccer, prep soccer. Will be a lot of football. Right now, the game plan is to broadcast all of the home games, which will be fun. That's the one nice thing about being able to set to go and knowing what's going on and not having that little thing with that 19 at the end there, We don't even want to talk about that word, the P word, but we're not talking about it anymore.
No, sir.
Don't have to worry about it at this point.
Whoops.
Uh-oh. That ball rockets its way down the far side, and will go out. So it'll be a Killingly ball right at about the 45-yard line. Just to give you a point of reference. It's really not the 45-yard line of the field on a field hockey field, but we can utilize it.
Mm-hmm.
Ball into the middle, taken away by Woodstock Academy. Back we go. Maggie Marshall. Knocked away from her right about midfield. Knocked back in. Oh, taken back by Killingly. Moved back into the middle. That was Donovan getting in the way, and falling down was Nason. Nason trying to get back on it. Picked up again by Killingly. This is Donovan bringing it downfield. Donovan's doing some nice stick work here. Sends it into the middle. Basic comes up. The ball gets loose behind her, and is it a goal? It is.
It is a goal.
For Killingly, I think. 1 second here.
No goal.
No goal. So no goal. Another one disallowed. That's the second Killingly goal that has been disallowed today. It may have touched someone in the shooting area or something to that effect.
Yeah, the referee's hand signals don't give an indication as to why.
Either that or we just don't know him, let's be honest. He did do some gestation out there, so those gestures, I know the football ones.
We don't cover
I know
enough
basketball.
field hockey to know the
I have to get a field hockey rule book and learn what all those hand gestures mean. That's not lying. Chloe Nason. And that is going to go off. It was a kick off of a Killingly player. So Woodstock Academy will get the ball back at midfield. Chloe Nason will bring it down. Sends it into the middle. Gutierrez had a stick on it. Manages to get it back without much problems. Up ahead to Donovan. Taken away by Nason. Nason and Donovan battled for it. Who got the worst of it? Well, Nason did, I guess, because Killingly gets the ball back, sends it downfield deep. Basic will watch that one roll over the end line. It'll be an insert for Woodstock Academy. Under 10 minutes to play. 2-0, Killingly up on top.
Now, Woodstock can get back in this, but they've got to get one soon.
Yeah. Back at the 15 or so. Woodstock trying to belt it up the field and does. That's Picorni. Picked up by Gutierrez now for Killingly. Gutierrez going the other way. Gutierrez dribbling along. Gutierrez gets inside the 10. Gutierrez sends in, and it'll be wide this time.
Boy, you don't want to let Gutierrez get under the top of the box with the ball. She can do a lot of things.
She certainly can. Second shot for Killingly in this fourth quarter. No save there. That ball went wide. Converse will pick this one up. Converse back into the middle. Sent back the other way. And that ball goes out. It'll be a Woodstock ball. Deep in their own territory. This ball is picked up by the Centaurs. Picorni knocked back in by Killingly. Picked up there by Dunn. Dunn tries to send it forward. Knocked away. Picked up by Killingly. Donovan. Donovan sends it in. Dunn tried to get a leg on it. Ball still loose. Goes back and tracks it down. Is Breen, actually. Sent over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez fires it in. Knocked away by the Woodstock Academy D. And it will be going out. So Woodstock Academy avoids that trouble.
And Gutierrez gets the ball in that deep. Look out.
So deep in their own territory, clearing it out is Bunning to Nason, taken away by Donovan. Killingly might be a little physically bigger, too, than Woodstock Academy. In some cases, I mean, there are exceptions to that rule. This ball is taken away by Picorni.
Well, Bunning's not the biggest person on that field.
Petrella with the ball. Petrella can make something happen as she tries to move to her right. That ball is knocked away by DiMartino for Killingly. DiMartino decides to take it upfield against Bissett now. And getting back into the fray was Maggie Marshall. Now Petrella tries to get it. DiMartino, kind of that big whack, didn't go very far. Marshall's able to reset it in. That was Kendra St. Marie who sent it to the far side. It'll go out. It'll be Woodstock ball.
6.5 to go in this game.
Time running out on the Centaurs. You got to get something going here. Carolyn Harris from that far side directing traffic.
Harris has a big stick. She can get it in front.
Sends it in. Petrella, and I think it went out. It did. So just be a insert from deep for Killingly. They send it downfield. That's the best weapon right now they have. Keep it out of your own end, and you'll be fine. Chloe Nason. In soccer, they say the 2-0 lead is the most dangerous. I don't know if that holds in field hockey. Up ahead. Unable to control it for Killingly was Lila Dunn. Ball is picked up by Picorni, sent into the middle, picked up by Harris. Harris 1 times ahead, but Marshall had it taken away by DiMartino again. This is Harris getting it back after DiMartino tried to wheel around. Thong Savan on it for Killingly. Picked up Picorni, had to move her leg so it didn't hit it, and Killingly was able to recover. Here's Gutierrez sending it downfield. That's the best offense right now with just 5 minutes to play. Ball downfield. Bunning will track this one down. Bunning may try to send it to the sideline where she finds Converse. Converse, ball is knocked down, picked up by Killingly. Nuri on the ball for Killingly. 2-2 coming in. 1-1 in the Eastern Connecticut Conference. They did defeat NFA 3-2 earlier this week. As going down on the play was Killingly, and it'll go back to Killingly. They beat E.O. Smith as well by a score of 1-0, and they've lost to Fitch and the Westbrook Old Lyme Co-op. Woodstock Academy, as we have said, beat Summers Rockville, beat East Catholic, but have since lost to Waterford, Wethersfield, and Fitch. 2-3 on the season, 0-2 in the ECC for Woodstock Academy. Chloe Nason sent it to the sideline, picked up by Killingly as they try and fight to keep it in. Boudreaux got over there pretty quick. Ball's taken away by Woodstock, and a call will go against Woodstock Academy. 4 minutes to play in this match. Little runner for Killingly, just trying to do short passing right now. Keep it in the offensive end. That's the entire goal.
Well, Woodstock's next practice is going to be scoring goals.
Yeah, has to be.
Has to be.
Yep. The offense right now is trying anything desperately to get something going. They had a couple of glimpses, but not a lot of opportunity. Ball along that far side, picked up there by Gutierrez. She'll kind of slow things up. Good call on her part. As we approach the 3-minute mark. And again, in field hockey, the clock does not stop unless a goal is scored or there is an injury. And you got 3.5 to play right now. Gutierrez picks it up. They don't even stop it on substitutions, which is kind of cool. Unlike in soccer, where in this late in the game, and if it's a close game, they will stop it if a team is trying to sub too often. Boudreaux with the ball. Boudreaux sends it deep. Ainsley Morris gets on it, picked up there by Killingly. That was Rainey. Now it's knocked away by Basic once. And I think it's a shot and a save on that one.
Yes, sir.
Basic got her foot on it. She now has about 6 saves for Woodstock Academy.
She's played well.
She has.
This could be a lot worse score.
Absolutely. A couple of disallowed goals certainly has helped.
Nice D by Musamichi there on Gutierrez.
Donovan comes over for Killingly. Tried to send it backwards. Musamichi's there. Unfortunately, so was Boudreaux for Killingly, and she turns it around in the middle. Gutierrez. Call will go against Killingly, and back come the Centaurs. Harris trying to get moving. 2 minutes left to play. At midfield, just where Killingly wants it. Farther from the goal, the better. But here comes Harris inside the 40. Up ahead to Petrella. Petrella trying to gather it in, turns on it, and taken away by Killingly again. Marshall got on it. The call will go against Woodstock Academy. The big hit downfield. And it'll roll all the way to the back. Will it get to the back? Answer, no. Killingly Rainey was on it, and I think she got there before it went out, before the end line. Bunning is able to toss it towards the near side. Now Morse hops on it. Back comes Killingly with Boudreaux. Back into the middle. Morse now for Woodstock Academy, and right into the foot of, or leg of Boudreaux or something. But she was able to corral it without really getting called for it. And that'll be going out. It's against Killingly, so Woodstock Academy gets the ball back as we approach the 1 minute mark. 1:09 to be exact, left in this one. That ball sent aside, downside by Converse. Picked up there by DiMartino for Killingly, under the 1 minute mark now. DiMartino up ahead, Gutierrez just going to play with the ball for a little while. They've done a great job of keeping the ball down the other side. There's only been 1 or 2 little incidents where Woodstock Academy was getting up ahead of steam on the offensive side. Woodstock Academy has all of 1 shot in the second quarter, and they had 1 shot in the first half, or 1 shot in each half, let's put it that way. 2 shots in total.
Well, this team needs to figure out how to offensively put some balls in the back of the net.
First corner for Killingly in this quarter. 5 corners for Killingly, none for Woodstock Academy.
And that's
another
due to aggressiveness.
Exactly. So Gutierrez is going to get this ball first. They don't need to score, and they won't try to, as they try to get it over to Boudreaux, and that will end this game. So the Woodstock Academy Centaurs trying to find goals and just couldn't do it today against Killingly as they lose to Killingly by the final score of 2-0. We'll be back to wrap things up here from the Bentley Athletic Complex in just a moment.
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie, still fooling around with magic?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I've got a great new trick I've been working on.
Ernie, not the watch and scarf trick.
It's the watch and scarf trick. Now, let me show you. Mel, give me your watch.
You're not going to make it disappear, are you?
Now, Sylvia, I need to borrow your silk scarf.
Be careful with it, Ernie. It's my mother's.
No problem. Now, I take Mel's watch, wrap it carefully in Sylvia's scarf, and then set fire to the scarf.
Ernie!
And poof! Uh-oh.
Look at my $2,500 watch.
Jeez.
My mother's scarf. That's the watch and scarf trick.
Let me show you how it's done.
Show me. Who's your insurance agent?
There's no trick to finding good insurance coverage. Just call Girardi Insurance Services for homeowners and automobile coverage that really covers. Our experience in designing comprehensive protection programs can be tremendously helpful in your planning for the future. You never know what's going to happen next, so know you're ready for whatever happens.
When they ask who's your insurance agent,
Say Girardi Insurance Services, your independent agent.
we're the answer.
See them online at GirardiInsurance.com.
And welcome back to the Bentley Athletic Complex as the Killingly field hockey team improves today to 3-2 on the season and 2-1 in the Eastern Connecticut Conference with a 2-0 victory over the Woodstock Academy Centaurs on what turned out to be a pretty nice day.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Now it's gorgeous. Wasn't so gorgeous when we got in this afternoon, I'll tell you that. I mean, I was worried about getting rain in the box because it was raining so hard, but fortunately that was not the case. Goals for Killingly, Lila Dunn in the first quarter, and then in the third quarter, Mila Gutierrez, the only goals of the game. Woodstock Academy falls to 2-4. They are now 0-3 in the ECC. Our next broadcast coming up from this very spot, the Bentley Athletic Complex on Saturday, right about 11:50 or so, right near noontime, because the game starts at noon. Woodstock Academy taking on the Wyndham Whippets High School football here on Woodstock Academy Live. For Greg Smith, I'm Mark Allard. I'd like to thank you a lot for watching. We'll see you again here on Saturday at the Bentley Athletic Complex.